Have you ever felt the cold sting of betrayal when someone you trust weaponizes your own history against you? It is a specific kind of pain when a mistake you have buried is dug up and thrown in your face. Welcome to INVICTUS X. Today, we aren't just talking about defense, we're talking about disarming that weapon entirely. Few things cut deeper than seeing someone use your past against you. A mistake, a difficult phase, a moment of weakness, and suddenly everything you have fought to overcome is thrown back in your face as if no time has passed at all. In that heated moment, the biological impulse is to react. You want to defend yourself, you want to justify, you want to scream, "I am not that person anymore." But the Stoic knows that the moment you start explaining yourself, you have already lost. You have handed them the power to judge you. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic minds, once wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself," and that mastery includes being the sole owner of your story. Here's the hard truth. Your past, no matter how painful, is not a prison. It is a classroom. Every mistake you made, every wound you carried, and every person who hurt you, all of it shaped the person standing here today. But the problem isn't your past. The problem is that some people cannot handle your future. They cannot handle your growth, so they try to pull you back into the version of you that they were comfortable with. They try to make you feel shame for wounds you have already healed. But the Stoic understands a profound law of human nature. No one has the right to use your past as a weapon. It only becomes a weapon if you hand them the ammunition.
So, how do we stop handing them that ammunition? Stoic wisdom provides us with 3 specific verbal responses that disarm this attack instantly. The first response is simple, but it requires a spine of steel. When they bring up a past failure, you simply say, "Yes, that happened." Don't deny it, don't run from it, don't try to erase what already exists in the fabric of time. When you accept it, you strip them of their power. Think about it. Blackmail only works if you are afraid of the secret getting out. If you walk into the room and announce the secret yourself, the blackmailer has nothing left to sell. By calmly saying, "Yes, that happened," you are declaring, "I have made peace with this. Why haven't you?" Nothing disarms an attacker faster than realizing their target has no shame left to exploit. The second response transforms that pain into strength. You follow up with, "And I learned from it." This changes the entire dynamic of the conversation. The person attacking you is expecting guilt, defensiveness, or anger, but when you answer with the serenity of someone who has learned, you turn your past into your credentials. You turn your scars into proof of wisdom. Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By stating you learned from it, you are proving that you are no longer the person who made the mistake. You are the person who survived it.
The third response is the most lethal to their ego. You ask them a question, "Why are you bringing this up now?" This is a mirror. It doesn't accuse them, it exposes them. It forces the other person to confront their own hidden motives. Why are they bringing it up? To hurt you? To control you? To pull you back down to their level? Often, those who are obsessed with your past are simply running from their own present misery. Now, I want to take a moment to look at this through a modern lens, because it's easy to quote dead philosophers, but it is harder to live this out in the office or at a family dinner. Let me tell you a story about a man we'll call Thomas. Thomas was a high-level executive who, 5 years prior, had a struggle with alcohol that cost him a previous job. He had done the work, he was sober, sharp, and leading a new team. But during a board meeting, a rival colleague named Julian, who was threatened by Thomas's recent success, decided to play dirty. In front of the CEO, Julian made a joke about Thomas's partying days and questioned if he could handle the pressure of the new project. The room went silent. This is the moment most people crumble. This is the moment most people would snap back. "That was 5 years ago, Julian," or "That's not fair." But Thomas practiced Stoicism. He didn't flinch, he didn't look at the floor, he looked Julian dead in the eye, paused for 3 seconds, and said, "Yes, I had a difficult time 5 years ago. I learned more about discipline and resilience in that recovery than most people learn in a lifetime. But I'm curious, Julian, why do you feel that is relevant to our strategy for Q4? Julian stammered. The CEO looked at Julian with disappointment, not Thomas. By owning the flaw and questioning the motive, Thomas didn't just survive the attack, he used it to display his superior character.
This brings me to a crucial point about why this works. It works because you're creating what I like to call the Stoic Gap. In our modern world, we are conditioned to react instantly. A text comes in, we reply. A notification pings, we look. An insult is thrown, we throw one back. But true power lies in the pause. I was reading some insights on GLASP recently regarding emotional mastery, and there is a brilliant concept about emotional detachment. The idea is that when we prepare our minds for potential insults, we can respond with composure rather than reacting impulsively. This isn't about not feeling emotions, it's about decoupling your identity from the emotion. When you practice this detachment, you conserve your energy for what truly matters, your inner peace. Furthermore, there is a concept discussed on GLASP called slack, essentially the space to breathe and adapt. While usually applied to productivity, it applies beautifully to conflict. When you have emotional slack, you aren't wound so tight that a single touch causes you to snap. You have the buffer zone to ask, "Why are you doing this?" instead of exploding. This is what Thomas did. He had slack in his system. He didn't let the external event, the insult, dictate his internal state. Think about the crab bucket theory. When a single crab tries to escape a bucket, the other crabs don't cheer it on. They grab its legs and pull it back down. They would rather they all die together than let one succeed alone. People who bring up your past are the crabs. They see you climbing out of the bucket of your old self, and it terrifies them. It reminds them that they are still stuck. Your evolution is an insult to their stagnation.
The Stoic knows that your worth is not determined by your past, nor by what others think of it. Your worth is found in your present character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This sounds like a riddle, but it is practical advice. If someone calls you a failure because of something you did in 2015, and you choose to view that comment as noise rather than truth, have you been harmed? No. You have simply observed a person making a noise. See the attack for what it is, an external event like bad weather. You cannot shout at a thunderstorm to stop raining, and you cannot force a toxic person to stop being toxic. But you can control how you shelter your peace. Remember, those who try to trap you in your past are revealing their own unrest. True strength isn't about winning the argument, it's about not letting their words touch your peace. When you respond with calm, you show growth. When you stay silent, you show wisdom. And when you move forward, you prove that your past doesn't define you, it refined you.
I want you to try this the next time it happens. It might be a parent bringing up a childhood mistake, a partner bringing up an old argument, or a boss citing a past error. Feel the anger rise. Acknowledge it. Then let it pass through you. Do not speak until you can speak with the weight of a mountain. Use the 3 keys. 1. Accept the reality. 2. Highlight the lesson. 3. Question the motive. They are in my past for a reason. I don't want them in my life. Saying that, even in silence, is an act of radical self-respect. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth. You owe yourself your peace. Your past is just a chapter you have already read, understood, and closed. You don't owe anyone your shame. You owe yourself your peace. Speak with dignity. Walk with lightness. Keep writing new pages with clarity, strength, and serenity. If this message resonated with you, and if you are ready to stop apologizing for the person you used to be, I want you to leave a comment below. Write, "I am the master of my story." Let that be your declaration to the world today. Don't forget to subscribe to INVICTUS X for more wisdom on building an unconquerable mind. Because when you build the habit of protecting your inner peace, your life changes. You start reacting less, understanding more, and living with quiet strength. After all, true power lies not in changing the past, but in mastering your response to it.